Ever Baloney Cole? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell her I adopted you because I felt that she could, enjoy also having a black man take care of you and help you out. So
there's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping you get it out of their head. But when you lose your man...
Y'all, things just got real messy. Terrence Howard just dropped some serious receipts, and it's not looking good for Diddy. He's now accusing Diddy of allegedly tracking his adopted daughter, Ava, and it sounds like this situation goes way deeper than we originally thought. We all figured Terrence was done spilling tea after revealing that Diddy once tried to make an inappropriate move on him during a podcast. But it turns out that was only the tip of the iceberg. And here's where it really takes a turn. The feds have reportedly updated their indictment against Diddy, adding 2 new charges while re-examining the original list. Word on the street is that Ava might be one of the newly named victims, and some sources are even saying she could be called to testify in court. This whole situation is escalating fast, and if what Terrence is saying holds up, he might be the key player in finally bringing Diddy down. It all started with that shocking podcast moment, but now it's clear Terrence was holding back, and he's finally ready to talk.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequence?
Hell yeah. Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. I'm sitting there. Just looking at it, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He was like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach. And you threaten to punch them in the mouth. Threaten to knock their head off, but talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction.
In that same explosive conversation, Terrence Howard didn't hold anything back. He claimed that he's not the only black man Diddy allegedly targeted, suggesting a chilling pattern behind those infamous freak-off parties. According to Terrence, these weren't just wild industry events. He described them as calculated environments, carefully designed for Diddy to allegedly break men down emotionally and psychologically, stripping them of their dignity and manhood. Terrence didn't name names. His message was crystal clear. This isn't just a one-time thing. He strongly implied that other black men in the industry have experienced similar situations, but have stayed silent, likely out of fear, embarrassment, or pressure to protect their career.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy party. That was all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
As expected, Terrence's bombshell revelations had the internet in shambles. But what we thought was the end turned out to be just the rumors quickly started swirling that Terrence was actually holding back something even darker. Whispers across social media claimed he had more explosive tea on Diddy, something so heavy it could quite literally break the internet once it. Terrence himself seemed to confirm those suspicions when he posted a cryptic video on Twitter. In the clip, he alluded to being threatened by some seriously powerful people, and warned that if he kept being pushed, he'd expose everything. Just so no one was confused about who or what he was talking, he sealed the message with the same hashtag from his podcast appearance and card, directly linking it back to his allegations against Diddy.
And if you're going to speak against me, use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths. Man to man, eye to eye, integrity and in truth. I've spent a lifetime earning the right to speak with the conviction about these truths that I speak. So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face. And say it like I am. The conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end in a duel. And I mean a duel, real life duel, where only one person goes away.
Looks like Terrence is finally peeling back the curtain, and the latest twist allegedly involves none other than Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Barron. For years, fans have quietly questioned what really happened to Ava, and now, with Terrence speaking up, the picture is starting to get unsettling. There's growing speculation that Ava may have been one of Diddy's alleged victims, and if that's true, it's deeply disturbing on multiple levels. Let's rewind to 2020, right in the thick of the pandemic, when Diddy made headlines by announcing he had adopted a young white girl named Ava Barron Combs. The reveal was sudden and unexpected. He even went live on Instagram to proudly introduce her to the world. At the time, it seemed like a spontaneous, feel-good moment, a powerful figure stepping up during a global crisis to offer love and stability. Most people didn't ask questions, they just moved on. But fast forward to today, with Diddy's name now wrapped in serious legal drama, that same moment feels off. The adoption, once framed as noble, is now being re-examined with a whole new lens. And with Ava's name resurfacing in these conversations, the internet is giving it some serious side-eye.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava.
What's your other last name? Ava Barron Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell me the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents that you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to wake me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Like going around suspect. I don't want nobody. You want to get this thing. I adopted like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron. Everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarifying, because it's crazy out here with mine. So, you pray with the kids, I got permission from your mother. Say all of that. It's crazy out here.
I met Jesse and Lila when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then basically sisters, all 4 of us.
6 months.
I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Barron Combs.
And honestly, that wasn't the only red flag. What really set off alarms was Diddy comparing Ava's adoption to Madonna's, a move that left a lot of people stunned. Let's be real, that's a bold and questionable comparison. Madonna's adoptions have long been shrouded in controversy, with accusations from the Ethiopian World Federation claiming she engaged in human trafficking and manipulated legal loopholes to adopt children under the guise of offering education opportunities. So for Diddy to say he modeled his actions after hers, that alone had fans giving serious side-eye. But the moment that really got people talking was the Instagram Live, where Diddy introduced Ava to the world. The whole setup felt off. His sons were front and center, seemingly basking in the spotlight, while Ava looked more like a background figure. quiet, hesitant, and clearly uncomfortable. Viewers immediately picked up on her body language, stiff posture, uncertain glances, and an expression that said she didn't want to be there. The questions started flying. Why wasn't Ava more involved? Why weren't his daughters present? Did Ava even agree to be on camera? And then came the biggest red flag of all. After that video, Ava disappeared from the public eye. No updates, no appearances, nothing. And now, in light of all the allegations surrounding Diddy, fans are wondering if that brief, awkward moment was just the tip of the iceberg, or a glimpse into something far more disturbing.